Button pressed.
How'd you like that, Jim?
I don't know, man.
How was that, Jim?
I
Did you like that better?
man.
Is that good for you?
It's
Yeah, is that good for you, Jim? When I skipped right past the 1 and the 2 just to hit 3?
The problem is when you have to line up all of our audio later.
Whatever, dude. Which one? Just pick one. Do you want me to count in, or do you want me to just say the thing?
Easiest for you.
No, I'm
when
kidding.
you look at 3
I'm kidding,
wave
Jim.
files that don't have the same starting point. Like, I don't know.
No, I usually figured it out anyway, because even though I say 1, 2, 3, the lag or like the latency on my
There's a little bit of time.
is still.
I'm old and my
it's gotta
reflexes
travel
are
many
bad.
miles. By the way, if anybody has the gumption, I would suggest infusing your gin with Thai tea, because this shit's good.
Oh, tell me more immediately.
I don't mean to brag, but I went to Thailand one time,
And you punched.
You guys, wait. I have to say this. I saw Matthew do a good punch. He goes to punch camp.
I do in fact go to punch camp,
crap.
and then I did in fact
was
punch,
the punch party
over this weekend.
I had dogs.
Yeah.
It was, but no, it's fine.
No,
you have
I
a
don't.
full life, Jim.
It's a very depressing, lonely pile of crap.
Well, there I go, trying to be nice, I guess.
Yeah, don't do that. Jim doesn't like
no,
it.
No, I'm
don't be
kidding.
nice
No,
to
he
him.
doesn't like it. It's one of his things he hates. But yeah, I went and did a fight, in a basement in New York, and it was fun. I got hit a lot, but I made it through the whole thing. So that's like that's like a little silver lining.
Yeah, and he was very brave, and his mother, who was not getting hit, was also very brave.
Yeah, very brave. Very little misty eyes in the room for sure. But anyway, I went to Thailand and I picked up some tea in the airport, and then I was like, well, what can I do with this? And I was like, ooh, it would go good in gin. People infuse tea into gin sometimes.
Yeah.
And I put it in a gimlet, and hot damn, gang, it's fucking great.
Is it like a black tea
just,
cardamom blend dry, I guess is my question, or is it a...
No, it's like a sweet... It's like got a sweet aroma, but it's like a little dry on the back. Like on the back.
No, I meant the thing that you're infusing. Or are you putting it in a
the gin that I'm
liquid...
infusing?
No. Are you putting the gin in a liquid Thai tea or in a dry Thai tea blend?
Oh, sorry, I put tea bags into gin. Like I put, like a dried tea leaf, but they were all in separate baggies.
Okay. Yes. That was my question. Was it
Sorry.
a physically a dried tea leaf with spices?
Yes. That was it. I don't know how you would infuse liquid into liquid.
Yeah, well, you would just
and
mix
then
it together, and then it's not really infused.
I
guess you would
stir. Mostly.
I guess you would stir.
Yeah.
Or perhaps
But
shake.
that would water it down. Or maybe shake, sure. However, it would not be what my mama gave me because she didn't give me any Thai tea, which is okay because she wasn't in Thailand with me, which I was sad
Hey,
about. I feel like
Gang,
we should
did
take
you
a
know
family
that
trip
Matthew went
to Thailand.
He went to Thailand with
So, I don't mean to brag, but I did go to Thailand one time.
He's a very cool guy.
And I, and then I spent about 2 hours in Paris on the way back. And I saw the Eiffel Tower.
You crushed it. Wait, you ate like what? Ate a Nutella crepe from a street cart and saw the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah, I ate a crepe while looking at the Eiffel Tower and felt like a French citizen.
Yeah, what more do you need to do in Paris? I feel like that's it.
Did you
Boom,
buy a baguette
done.
and carry it in the bag back to the
No,
airport?
but I feel like the only.
Then how are we supposed to know you were in
I know.
France?
The
on!
selfie I took at the Eiffel Tower should have been enough, but I guess not. I guess if I didn't bring back some fucking bread. But yeah. So the only other thing I could have done was would have been get some French onion soup from a cafe. Oh wait, I did that too.
Aw, damn.
The only way we can be sure it's Paris is if you have a baguette sticking out of a
Son of a
grocery bag.
bitch.
The only way
I
to
gotta
be
go all the way back there just to buy some bread and have it stick out of a bag and take a picture of it with my body in it. Fuck.
Yeah, it's like Chekhov's gun, but
Chekhov's
Paris
bread.
style. Yeah,
Damn it. Chekhov's baguette.
it's definitely a Chekhov's
Hey, did you
baguette.
know that Chekhov's gun and Shake It Off have the same number of syllables? My brain just told me.
Oh, just getting a call from my brain. Chekhov's gun. Chekhov's gun.
Yeah.
Da-na-na.
I didn't know that until just now. So excited to have made that discovery.
Oh man. Taylor Swift's gonna be at the Super Bowl, gang. I don't know if you're
Oh boy, do men
excited or not.
do a certain kind of
I know that men
a
hate
certain
it,
type
and
of
it makes
a
me
certain
feel
type
good
of
about it.
men, you know? I use the
One's
word
the type
loosely
that-
in this.
The type that pay $20,000 to go to the Super Bowl for shitty seats.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Buh."
And then they
Well,
make
just 'cause
fun
she's
of
a celebrity, she's
uh,
dating one of the players.
ladies who read romance like like that's a dumb hobby, but watching boys whose job it is to not catch things is valid.
Yeah,
And get CTE.
Yeah, like what you like,
so
but
much CTE.
don't pretend like it's special.
Listen, exactly. Not yucking any yums. We here at Riverdale runs through it. Never want to yuck any yums. However,
I think that
Somebody's-
yucking the
sometimes
football
people's yums are
is
dumb.
perfectly reasonable, though.
It's tied into a lot of stuff that's negative, but listen, it exists. And if you still enjoy it,
Yeah.
then enjoy it.
Yeah.
We live in a post-apocalyptic hellscape,
Anyway.
Jim. I can't take the joy of football away from people. It's a shame that it's, for some kids, the only path out of poverty, et cetera, and so forth. But if we took it away, what would their path be?
Their path out of poverty and into disabling.
Yeah, they'd
brain
have
damage.
to join the army
but they have a lot of money,
instead and not get as much.
Oh, we apparently in this episode learn where Archie was at war.
Was it in German, France, Norway?
Basically,
Yeah,
yes.
it's stupid. Should we start the podcast?
France, I mean? I mean, I guess we could, yeah.
We could do that.
All right. Well, I guess we should then.
I don't think there was that much World War II in Norway. It definitely wasn't zero, but I don't think there was.
No,
that.
I was thinking Normandy, and then my brain just kind of tripped over words.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway. Hey everybody, it's me, Matt. Hello.
It's him, Matt's mom.
Oh boy. Wow.
It's
No, Jim, you don't have to. Here's the thing, Jim. Before you speak, you don't have to keep that specific bit going. I really want to make it clear that you have free will in this moment. Okay?
I think
that was a
Matthew
pretty
didn't
good
like my
joke,
joke.
right?
No, Mom,
Which
it
is
was.
I.
Oh,
Matthew's.
hey, there we
friend.
go. So regal. And it's a Riverdale Runs Through It. It's a podcast of Pep. It's a show where my mom and my friend watch an episode of Riverdale, and then they tell me about it. And then you get to see generational trauma develop live. So
Yeah, watch me inflict it upon him.
yeah, it is, I would say, foisted right upon me. But yeah, so
What is foisted? That's not English.
It's
That's
you.
Esperanto or a language twins teach each other.
I don't know.
You don't know foisted? You've never foisted? You've foisted.
Yeah, you've definitely foisted
I'm-
for sure.
You've done a
Foisting right
foist.
now.
On the podcast, Jim, we've talked about this. God. Ugh.
Sick.
I'm a master foister.
Master Foister. So yeah, hey everybody, this is it. This is where we're at. We're foisting.
Yeah.
Getting foisted by my
Speaking
own.
Yep.
speaking of foisting,
Oh boy.
what did
What
the
could-
show
what
foist
could
upon us
possibly-
when last we spoke?
God. Well, Archie was in a bald cap.
That's all I remember. That was the
Honestly, that's all you need, right?
the moment that
No,
I realized what
Archie-
was happening.
I was so confused for so long.
Was so good
and then
to
like
me.
it was like an hour that I was just like, oh, he's in a bald cap.
The
Like he suddenly
way
got older.
that
I don't know.
The moment we hit stop on our recording, my brain deletes all knowledge of what happened in the podcast. So when you mentioned the bald cap in the before we pressed record,
Yeah.
it made me so happy because I totally forgot about that. And it was like a brand new joke.
Oh, Jesus. So to my knowledge, Archie is now the football coach, and he was like, "Come on, gang, we got this." And then Veronica was like, "You can't just pep talk them. Let me bribe them for you," which is also not a good incentive at all. Which I think that didn't really pan out that well. But then they start
didn't
beef.
even see any evidence of Veronica actually paying the $10,000 bounty.
No, I don't think so. But let's see. The Reg switches sides to coach. No, he doesn't switch sides.
Not to coach.
Yeah,
but to
Hiram takes over.
He goes
coaching
from
the fancy school
coach
horses.
to support. Right, the fancy school horses and the Riverdale. What was it?
Well, they're bulldogs.
Shit, I have it in. It's just the Riverdale Bulldogs. All right. It's not like the Riverdale puppies or something.
I mean, it's just always been the bulldogs, and brachycephalic's like a
fair
lot
enough.
to say. So we could call them GMOs.
Excuse me? Brachycephalic. What did you say?
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but that's
fuck?
the word for dogs with those smushed in faces.
Oh,
bulldogs
okay.
and pugs, etc. And they needed you have
I
to pay
see.
way more for their veterinary care because they'll stop breathing and die if you look at them
Right.
wrong.
Yeah. If they trip and fall.
Yeah.
So then Hiram's like, "You have to fight my fancy school horses on the football pitch," and then, or if your bullshit team gets near but 1 point, then you get to keep it. But if they don't, then I get to do with them what I want, which is probably to just have them not exist anymore. And Archie's like, "Okay." And then I feel like that's when the bribe happens, and then the whole thing. But then they end up not, or they do. I can't remember. I think they do, in fact, get 1 point.
They do. That was the bet. The bet
Yes.
was that they would
Braids.
score one
Yes.
goal and then they could keep doing football.
They could keep doing shitty football, which is what happened. So that's nice. Let's see what else. Jughead is investigating one of his students because he thinks this little one also has a little bit of trauma. Let's see. He goes to investigate, and the kid's parents are like, "No, of course we don't hit our son or whatever." And then he's like, and Jughead's like, "No, but I really think so. I really do think that's true." And then it turns out kid just goes on night walks, like while he's asleep, you know? That's all I remember from that. Betty.
I mean, he got.
Can't remember what Betty
he disappeared again, and then they found him on the side
Right.
of the.
Oh, Betty goes fucking nuts.
Yeah, she's really
This
losing it.
episode. She goes AWOL and starts fucking up truckers. And then she brings one. She has some fucking adrenaline strength and knocks out a trucker, drags him into the woods and ties him up and threatens to shoot him in the fucking face if he doesn't tell her where Polly is. And then he gets a call, she gets a call from Jughead that's like, "Hey, come help me find this kid." And she goes to the trucker that she just tied up. "Stay here, and I'll send somebody for you in the morning," like a normal person does.
Yeah, that guy's
totally dead.
There's
He
no
got
reason.
eaten by a Mothman, sugar baby.
Yeah.
Shit's fucked. I don't remember what the conflict with Veronica was. Maybe it was was it a daddy thing, or was it a chatty thing, or was it an Archie thing?
It was kind of
they're
nothing. It
divorced.
was kind of that she's
was
with
kind of
Archie and
nothing?
she's here to bribe. It
She's
was
a
all
sports
about
wife.
football. Veronica's stuff was all about Archie's stuff.
That sucks. That should not be how that works. But whatever.
Yeah.
What did Cheryl do this episode? God help me. I can't remember. Or did Kevin and Fangs and Tony and Cheryl take a break this past episode? I can't remember.
I don't remember. We have
I'm
got
grasping
to
at
start doing
straws.
better than this.
I really do, honestly. I just haven't gotten around to editing the other
Oh,
episode.
that's why you haven't.
That's why.
Well, you better
Yeah.
hop on it, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe I should start saving notes.
Uh,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna save this note.
how dare
not
you,
gonna be
Jim?
untitled
What about
document
the
anymore.
traditions?
So brave.
What?
God.
What? It's because I have notes.
Oh.
What episode was this?
Oh, there was a whole thing about blood types, right? There was like a whole thing where Betty was trying to keep it from Alice that Polly was
Yes,
dead.
that it was her
We're
blood
recording
type.
chapter
She went to
86.
Cheryl and was like, "Would you rather have known or not known?" And Cheryl said, "I would rather have known." And Betty said, "Well, I don't like that answer.
Well, yeah, that sucks for me, so I'm not gonna do
Never
it.
mind. Why? I don't know why I asked you anyway. You're crazy." And then
Yeah, you're insane. Oh, the dude's name was Lerman Logan too, right? They were
God
doing
damn it.
a weird.
I think
I don't know.
I think Lerman was his first name, which is
Lerman as a first name is rough.
come on, Riverdale writers. There are
That's rough.
names that start with L. You don't have to make them up. Lerman?
Yeah.
It was an actor named Logan Lerman whose name they flipped.
Okay, did
For no reason.
did he?
He's not in the movie that the episode was named after. He's just.
They just
Logan
wanted
Lerman.
a Logan Lerman.
Yeah, did he
shout-out
like
for
play
some
a
reason.
mole man or a mothman or anything?
You would think.
Wow,
but no.
Lerman Logan looks like I asked an AI to generate an image of the guy who made me uncomfortable in high school.
Wow. Wow, that is accurate.
Wow.
And depressed. Now I gotta look at him. I thought I knew what he looked like.
Wait. Oh, this dude's
Was he Percy Jackson?
He's fucking Percy
Yeah, oh,
Jackson.
yeah, he was
Percy
Percy
Jackson?
Oh my god.
His current facial hair is very unfortunate.
He was also in fucking Bullet Train.
Yeah, he plays the scumbag,
the
son
Russian
that
son.
gets killed in Bullet
Bro, okay. Also, by the way, gang, the actual new good Percy Jackson series is so good. God damn. That
Yeah,
Deadpool kid
Lo-
does such a good job.
Logan Lerman needs to do something. with his
I
face.
apologize for
It is not working.
insulting Lerman Logan. That facial hair though makes me uncomfortable. Maybe is the thing.
Yeah, like he was perfectly fine in the movies of his that I've seen.
Yeah.
He's great in that Three Musketeers movie that's weird and steampunky.
What? There's a steampunk
It's
Three
a bad-
Musketeers?
Let me tell you.
Listen, it's a
Shut
bad
up.
movie, but I love
Let me
it.
tell you about humanity, Matthew. It will never stop remaking the Three Musketeers. Even though
I mean,
we
if
have
there
the
is-
one with Oliver Platt and it's perfect.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, doesn't that one have
Also, the
Charlie
BBC
Sheen
series
in it?
is
Is
also
Charlie
perfect.
Sheen in that one?
Ah!
Yeah, Charlie Sheen's in-
Okay, maybe
yeah.
we can stop, actually.
Yeah, that one was
Yeah,
made
Charlie
by Disney,
Sheen doesn't
of all
ruin
things.
it. I just remembered right now that he's in it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I really hope that Logan Lerman is in fact in the new Percy Jackson series as Poseidon,
So,
because that would be fucking sick.
This answers my question, which is, has Loman Lurgan...
Mervyn
We
Blurgan.
have to stop
Lurgan,
talking
Blurgan.
about him.
Lurgan.
You just went Swedish.
Yeah.
Lurgan.
Has he
Yeah.
played a man's moth or mole? And the answer is no.
Nay.
No,
So
he was
I
not.
don't know why they did that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't... There's no explanation.
Yeah.
Jesus. Well,
Oh, he
Logan
was the kid
Lerman,
in the 310
if
Cinema
you're
also.
hearing
That's
this,
like a good movie.
come on our show. Just like for a little bit.
Yeah. I've seen many
You
other
know?
pictures of him that don't make me uncomfortable now, by the way.
Yeah, it's just the very recent facial hair that's tragic.
He's fine. He looks
I
very
guess.
average. Great job, Logan.
Yeah, he's perfectly
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Anyway, I did actually love your work as Percy Jackson the first time around. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, those Percy Jackson movies are perfectly fine. They do Alexandra Daddario a little bit rough, but
Yeah.
which sucks for her because she's great.
Yeah. However,
But her roles in those movies are basically yelling "Percy," and that's
well, she
pretty
does
much
some good fighting at the beginning,
Like-
at least. You know?
Yeah, yeah, and then she just yells Percy.
She's like, Percy! Yeah. All right.
Okay, look, I am going to send
We
you,
should probably-
I am texting you both now one picture of Logan Lerman, and I just have to state for the record, this is a designer drug dealer.
His name is also made by an AI.
Oh, God. It's the look in his eyes. It's like,
Yeah.
you want some Coke, right?
Yeah. And he just, like, he looks a little tired
Awesome.
in a way that says, I've been rolling.
You know, he could
What, like
also
jujitsu?
be,
Yeah.
He could also be like the pharmacy assistant working in the White House during the Trump administration.
Yeah. This is not his
No.
fault. And I'm sure,
Did you
I
guys
have
see
to
this-
stop
the
looking
story
at this
this
guy.
week?
I'm sorry.
Did either of you see that story
No.
this week?
No, what happened? Oh, my God. There's
The
more shit.
Department of Defense runs a pharmacy in the White House to give prescription drugs to the president. And during the Trump years, they just abused the fuck out of it and gave everybody uppers and downers to the tune of like hundreds of thousands of dollars of drugs to anybody that wanted them, no matter their position in the administration.
Wow.
It is fucking bonkers.
Wow. What?
Well,
Yeah.
and here's Daddy Uncle Frank without anti-anxiety meds,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Everybody in the Trump White House was like on Ambien and fucking legal speed.
Good lord.
Just fucking bonkers. Just absolutely zonked out of their mind on pills at all
That actually
times.
makes a lot of sense.
Holy shit.
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I'm sitting with it and I'm finding a lack of shock. Also, I think we should start using the word zooted more, you know?
Yo, I was absolutely zooted the other night.
Yeah, I got so fucking zooted. I think that would be great.
God, I was so zooted
was-
at work the other day.
I was so zooted the other day that I put on a suit and started a riot.
Dude, was that a zoot suit
you
riot?
threw
Oh
back
my
a bottle
God.
of beer?
It-
Can't believe this, Jim. Hey, should we
man, remember when like that happened? When that music was like big
Yeah.
for literally 1 minute?
yeah.
God damn it.
I
that
think I
sucked.
still own
man.
a Squirrel Nut Zippers CD. Get wrecked.
That fucking
Get
sucked.
wrecked, bro. I love it. I'm not sorry and I'm not ashamed. And I would listen to it right now.
Jesus Christ.
But I also unironically listen to the music of Gershwin semi-regularly. So, yeah, I'm not the person.
Well, sure.
It's been
cares?
like 20 some odd minutes. Should we?
Oh, I guess we should maybe talk about this bullshit show.
So what I'm gonna say up front is that I don't have the mental energy to hit the horn every time someone comes out
Oh,
of the
well, I'll
warehouse.
just make the noise with my mouth.
Because it's gonna happen a lot. In
I'll
this
just do
episode.
it. Yeah.
It's basically nonstop for this entire.
Fuck yeah.
episode
This-
of
I'm
Riverdale.
so psyched.
It's just.
Yeah. Riverdale takes place in an incredibly alternate universe, you know, as is.
Yeah.
And this episode
Yeah.
takes place in like an alternate universe.
A super.
I don't know
alternate
why.
universe.
I couldn't begin to explain
Yeah.
it. I don't know why they did any of this, but they did do it.
There's also a really ridiculous plotline that we're gonna talk about that made me kind of angry.
Oh boy.
I can't even guess which one. There's a
there.
lot.
Oh yeah, there's so many.
So this is season 5, episode
Let's
yeah,
jump right
episode
in.
10 would have been episode 7. It's called The Pincushion Man.
Wow.
There is
Okay.
a cartoon from 1935 called Balloon Land, where everything and everyone is made out of balloons, and the bad guy is the Pincushion Man because he comes into town
Huh.
and starts
Okay.
killing people.
He just starts exploding people with.
It's
his
about
body.
6 minutes long. You can watch it on YouTube. It is as mind-bending as any cartoon from 1935 can be.
Good
Enjoy.
Lord.
But also,
Okay.
I respectfully no. But
I didn't expect that you
I
would
will
do it,
not
Jim.
enjoy.
I know you. Okay?
I don't often enjoy things on YouTube. Is all.
I'll send you the link. It's 6 minutes of a 1935 cartoon. You know, where they all talk like this. Ah, Pincushion Man, I don't think he's real. Followed immediately by that balloon man getting killed by the Pincushion Man. You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, did they even have serial killers in 1938?
Yeah, but they were made of actual cereal.
but the serial killers didn't kill white men, so it didn't count.
Yeah. It's like
Oh, good
fine.
point. Yeah.
There was that guy at the Chicago World's Fair who like literally built a torture dungeon
What the
and
fuck?
kept hiring itinerant housemaids, and then he would be like, well, I paid them and they moved on. IDK where they are, dead in your fucking torture basement, dude.
Jesus Christ.
And when was the World's Fair in Chicago? In like the 40s? No, before that. Hold on.
Oh man.
Sorry.
I don't even remember when they stopped doing World's Fairs.
They still do them. So 1893.
Wow. Wow. Good Lord.
Yeah. So if you want to read a book about that, I think it's called Devil in the White City. Long story short, I already told you the story.
Great. Well, then I don't need to read this stupid book.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck.
Hey,
Fuck
hey,
books.
hey. Too far.
Okay.
Also,
Sorry,
I
sorry,
thought
sorry.
at this point in my journey, it was worth noting that the bad guy from the Hellraiser franchise is called Pinhead.
Sure.
And he's not a porcupine, which is
Yeah.
actually fucked up.
This situation, unrelated to either of those things, more related to a line from a Joe Hill book where evil children play a game they call Scissors for the Drifter.
Wow.
This sounds terrible.
Good God.
Wherein they just
Scissors-
stab people. What book is that? I think
Scissors for
that's
the Drifter.
from Nosferatu. Anyway, Scissors for the Drifter is such an eerie phrase that it has stuck with me more than anything else from that book.
Yeah, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Anyway, let's start, shall we?
Okay.
Okay. This episode opens with Hungry Like the Wolf playing at Pop's on a cool old radio. It's a
Hungry
late
like
night
the
thing, and
wolf.
there's a cool DJ. And then Jughead and Tabitha both love that song. Then they dance, and then they almost make out. But Tabitha says, "Oh boy, I must leave right now." And Jughead, like a cool guy, says, "I have school tomorrow. Me too."
Yeah.
But
This sucks.
sorry, Jim, you have to just revel in Jughead, an adult who's so underwater on all of his bills, having to say to a girl he wants to kiss, "I can't stay. I have school tomorrow."
Yeah.
Pretty good.
That's rough.
The next
No, I'm just mad that she wants to kiss him.
Oh, yeah.
That's
The next
all.
scene opens with a really important question that I'm
terrible.
unable to answer. Is Betty fucking Glenn, whom she clearly hates, or is she not? Is this a situation where he wants to bone and she doesn't? I don't know. She's fully dressed and he's in a bathrobe.
I took in my notes to calling him FBI agent Richard Hole.
There's something, yeah.
Yes.
Glenn does not cover what he is thoroughly
Yeah.
enough.
There's also
Yeah.
something, he's one of the men with a punchable face.
Oh, one of them.
Yeah.
That somehow always gets a job with a CW shit.
Yeah.
I think he also has the haircut where if you punched him in the face, his hair would like flop in a way that looked pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. He probably does get punched in the face a lot, and so he styles it like that.
Like that, yeah.
Anyway, Glenn's like smarmily kind of hitting on Betty, and he says he wants to get her to know her family.
Mm-hmm.
And she takes the following tack in her response, which is, "Oh, that's super cool. I could introduce you to my sister Polly, who, oh no,
Oh, no.
I can't because you
No.
won't help me find her."
Damn.
Anyway, we should go to the federal bunker right now because you remember my high school boyfriend I've told you a lot about every time I won't touch you? He's meeting us there and he's helping me with the investigation.
Wow.
The way you put that.
And then she follows that up with, because helping me with an investigation is something a person could decide to do, it turns out.
Especially if they want to make out.
This prompts Glenn to enact a strict no jugheads allowed rule for the FBI.
Heyo! It finally happened.
I mean, the FBI already has that rule.
Well, the
And in
bunker
fact,
now has it.
Betty not being in the FBI should also be a victim of that rule.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah, no, Glenn's like, oh no, I just checked the rule book and it says,
Once
No.
it
again,
says no jugheads.
No
not an
allowed.
FBI agent.
The
No jugheads allowed, actually.
Yeah, the real actual FBI will sometimes interview psychics for help, but we draw the line at adults who use the name Jughead. We're not doing it.
Yeah. We'll hire a Forsyth Pendleton III.
That's fine.
Yeah. But not,
Not Jughead.
this motherfucker named Jughead.
Yeah. Betty says, I can't. You are in the position of authority here. You are the rule maker. I cannot argue with you. But then, what is your plan?
Read my lips. What is your plan?
Yeah. Glenn says, well, I have 10 agents searching the lonely highway.
Great.
Yeah.
10 people
That's so
on
many agents.
on 50 square miles of
What's
highway.
200
Sick.
miles?
They tell us that it's
200.
200
Yeah.
Fuck
miles
me.
long.
And Betty wants to know how come she's not helping. And the reason she's not helping is because Glenn needs to talk to her about her bad serial killer daddy.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And Betty's confused about that because of how he's been dead for nigh on 7 years.
7 years.
Why, there hasn't been a black hood around these parts. So Glenn's gonna get them the recordings of Hal's therapy, and they're gonna listen to them.
Ay, mama. Ay, whoa, whoa, wow. Jesus.
Betty's gonna have to listen
I guess
to her father's therapy sessions for her job. So I hope to hell
dead guys don't have
yeah,
HIPAA.
that the FBI mandates therapy for her, because what?
Jesus
Unconscionable.
Christ. Yeah, that sucks.
Waldo of the Nine Fingers has pulled in only Kevin and Archie. It's
Such a dumb bit, and it makes me so happy
Of the
every
nine
fucking time.
it's gonna be parents' night, and Waldo wants the help of only Kevin and Archie to show the parents that the school will both teach and protect their kids. I just want to take a beat right here and say, do you remember not that long ago when Archie was going to have kids run into burning buildings? Just no
I
reason
think so.
that I thought about that. No reason.
Yeah.
No reason.
Yeah.
And he's also trying to get them to
Yeah.
join the army.
It is.
Like, that's his main class, is conscript children into the army.
Yeah. Well, they don't have much of a future in Riverdale. They need to give the tours because Tony Topaz is out on bed rest. So congratulations to the actress who plays Tony Topaz for giving birth to a baby.
Heyo.
Yeah, take this episode off. We'll see you.
Yeah.
See you
Over
next
at the Pembroke.
She'll probably be back
Oh yeah,
before
she'll
the
be
season's
back.
over.
Over
But
at the Pembroke.
I would hope for her that she would get more time off.
Yeah. I mean, who knows what they can also, mess with the filming schedule, etc., to give her time. Veronica gets her bad chatty on the phone, and she's mad at him because he doesn't want to sign divorce papers.
Oh. Typical man.
Yeah.
I'm done being...
Not signing divorce papers is real villain behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And fuck those guys.
Just sign him. Just sign him.
Just
It'd be
do it.
better for everybody.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Sign them. And if she wants custody, give her the custody.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Just sign it. Anyway.
Don't be a shitty dad.
I
Just.
want to be done being mad about Sap. But
Oh yeah.
It will never
Yeah, yeah.
happen, Mom. I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah, let's get mad about
But
that.
school has just started, right? So it is at best late fall.
Right.
So it
right.
is several months
Nobody's wearing winter coats yet.
several months before it would be sap season.
Right.
But
Yeah.
the Cheryl plotline in this episode is that the trees are not giving sap. Perhaps because
It's not. It's giving dry wood. It's giving. No, I'm not.
Make it so dry
Yeah.
for
Make
you.
it so dry. for you.
Minerva is still around, so Cheryl is happy, and Nana Rose says that the trees aren't giving sap because Cheryl is happy and she's not allowed to be.
What the fuck, dude?
It's a real Buffy the Vampire situation here.
What the shit?
Vampire Slayer, sorry. Forgot a whole word there.
I-
Yeah. The cute female character is not allowed to have sex or
Yeah.
the world ends. That's what you need to know about Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
So Nana Rose says this to Cheryl, who effectively says, "Shut up and know, you half-blind old bat."
Nice. Hell yeah, dude.
I get to be happy, and good day.
It was in this scene when Nana Rose says that Cheryl is cursed that I whispered, Minerva, run.
Which she will physically do later in this episode.
Yes.
Oof a doof.
You're too good for her. Run.
Run now.
The world is full of attractive, half-crazed femmes. You can find another one.
And anyway, you shouldn't be making out with Cheryl if you're doing crimes with her.
I don't know.
Don't mix your business and your making out. That's not gonna end well for either of you.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but
you
she's
can if you want
she's
to.
young, you know. Jughead gets a call from his agent,
28.
who, by the way, his agent is always at that hot dog cart. In the episode where they introduced the agent, and he was like, "Meet me at your favorite restaurant," and the restaurant was a hot dog cart in a park. He's not 100% of the time there, but mostly he's there.
But he loves him some fucking
loves
hot
him,
dogs.
loves him
though.
some street meat.
We have seen him at least one time
Yeah.
in his office.
Hey, listen. As a fellow enjoyer of street meat, I get it, but also not all the time.
Yeah,
you
eat a
know, you
vegetable.
need some veggies, man.
Yeah.
Get some street veg.
Somebody wants to print an excerpt of Jughead's upcoming book, but they want it to be more fun than the book Jughead's actually writing. So that's going to be a struggle for our boy, who's not good at anything and definitely bad at taking direction.
This is also the episode where we learn that he didn't even write the other book.
God. Jughead, how much can you keep sucking?
He's told to write something more akin to Stephen King than Raymond Carver, which means something more horror and fun than weird mystery. Definitely something more fun than aliens as a metaphor for trauma.
Jesus.
Our boy Reg has gone to Hiram to say, "I am sorry, Daddy. And you have my loyalty."
Oh. Is he switching back now?
Yeah.
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 Jesus Christ.
In a big
So-
way.
You know, some episodes ago, we discussed how stupid it is for Hiram to want to pave the swamp.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets even dumber now.
It's
Now he's changed his
so
mind.
Yeah,
dumb,
well,
though.
so
He's not about swamp pavement
the
anymore.
end game, we're learning what the actual end game is here, and it is accessing veins of palladium that he's been mining.
Palladium?
It's
Somebody Googled.
dumb.
Somebody had their
I
one
hate it.
Google
I
reference.
don't know where somebody writing this episode heard about palladium or what it does, but it's such a weird boner for Hiram to have. And,
Yeah, I don't know. It's like
You definitely don't dig it up in New Hampshire or maybe New York or Vermont or wherever this fucking town is. I think there's some in Montana. and there's probably some in Canada, but I think you get most of it from Africa.
I think there's a Tally Hall song that talks about how somebody's got Palladium pants, and I don't. I need to find that.
It's like it's used in a little bit of electronics. A friend of the pod, Mr. Anderson, could probably tell me more about this if I asked him.
Mr. Anderson.
But like, I think it's most commonly in the catalytic converter in your car because it's cheaper than platinum.
Whoa.
This is what I know about palladium.
Great. That's more
Palladium.
than I know.
It is slightly more than the writer of this episode.
I mean,
knew.
Yeah.
Good. I would just say this: good on them for making it a real thing and not unobtainium.
Sure.
Yes.
So what Hiram's been doing is mining palladium behind the prison, but he's almost all mined out.
What the fuck?
So he needs palladium that's underneath the maple groves. How does he know it's underneath the maple groves, I ask of you? I don't know, and they're never going to
'Cause there's-
explain.
There's trace. He can
Yeah, he
taste
doesn't-
it in the maple syrup.
That's what makes it taste so good.
That's the secret ingredient in the maple syrup. Is the palladium.
It's the
the
palladium.
Mothmans put it there.
So
The Mothmans built their ships out of the palladium, gang. It's all coming together.
that's why they crush phone booths.
That's when they crush phone booths.
I would love if palladium veins and Mothman ships and caves all lined up in a way that was somehow pleasing. It will not.
I think.
Oh, come
I would
on,
be
Jim,
pleased,
have a little
Jim,
faith.
But you refuse to be pleased, and so that is on you.
Come on, dude.
Anyway, it is Reg's job to go get Hiram access to the maple groves, and that is how he will make it up to Hiram. At no point do they point that do either of them discuss that, hey, when Hiram was in charge, the fancy school horsies let the Bulldogs score one, put one in the net.
Put one in the net.
The football net.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which-
yep.
Yeah, Hiram fucking blew
Yeah.
it.
He
And nobody cares
whiffed
about
it.
that. They only care that that Reggie wasn't
Yeah,
loyal.
and I think they should discuss that.
Yeah, Reggie should have gone on the offensive here. You're the motherfucker that let those
Yeah.
Bulldogs score. How am I in the wrong?
Yeah. Come on, now.
Do shit. Old Man Army. It's General Taylor.
So,
maybe?
if you had on your bingo card, Hiram gets a boner for rare earth metals. You can just go
Take a
X that
shot.
right.
Finish a drink.
It's just regular
Yeah.
stuff.
I feel like
Hiram gets a boner for rare
Hiram's
earth metals.
boner for rare earth metals is, I feel like, akin to Alton Brown's boner for freshly grated nutmeg. It's just like he mentions it like every episode of Good Eats. It like
Why
is
is he like this?
I don't know, man.
General Taylor sounds.
Yeah, I think
correct.
it's General Taylor, but I wrote him down as Old Man Army because I couldn't remember right at the moment. Even though Archie says his
Old
name.
Man Army.
Old Man Army arrived to tell Archie he's up for a major award for being
Oh,
the best
shit.
brave man when he carried Corporal Jackson 14 miles. But because he's Archie, he doesn't actually want an award for it. He is advised
God.
that he actually is being ordered to accept the award.
You have to accept this fucking award, dude. Jesus Christ.
So, if you're familiar with the HBO miniseries Band of Brothers, you may or may not know
Absolutely
that
not.
General Taylor was the commanding officer of the 101st Airborne during
Oh,
World
cool.
War II.
Oh, okay.
This is not that
No.
General Taylor. This is a different
Aw,
and evil General
what?
Taylor.
But why not?
I
Uh,
I don't watch war things because, man, do they bum me out.
yeah, that's fair.
It's bad. War is bad, and media about it is sad. That's my hot take.
Yeah. Fair enough. I don't think it's too hot of a take since I also have that take on
Yeah,
it. So
back at the turn of the millennium, I went to see Black Hawk Down in the movie theater, and
Oh, that movie is.
yeah,
Rough.
as I left the theater, I said to myself, I don't think I need to watch any more war movies, and I have kept that word to myself.
hey, great.
Yeah, that's fair.
We got Jughead and Pop staring at a blank dock. Word doc. Obviously, he can't
Ugh.
write, so screw you, Stephen King.
Haha.
Betty and Glenn are listening to tapes of Hal doing therapy.
Okay.
And so Betty has to listen to her father say out loud, "My wife wouldn't touch me, so I was connecting with sex workers on Ned's list."
Ned's list.
Ned's
Which is the same
Wow.
same way that Polly was setting up meeting with truckers.
All right.
What a coinky
Yep.
doink.
Riverdale.
Riverdale.
We made it to the title card.
Heyo.
This is not worthy of a bam, but Smithers continues to be around. God bless him.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Good.
Let's go.
Smithers is coming into Veronica's jewelry store, which she certainly has time to work in. He's bringing like a FedEx envelope, and she's assuming they are signed divorce papers from Chad, but they are not. They are pictures of Veronica and Archie kissing.
Okay.
Which, like, you're getting divorced, whatever, but apparently it is a big deal. I don't know.
All right, man. It's like. Okay.
It's just dumb. Archie, we have
like
Archie
he's-
teaching Army.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and Old Man Army is there with him in the classroom. So is Corporal Jackson, because I guess just everybody teaches Army these days.
Yeah, all adults are just regularly allowed to go into high school.
Just in and out of schools.
For
Yeah.
for
The schools love
whatever
it.
Sure. Why not?
reason. Yeah.
They love it when you do that. So Archie's question is, when you're in the Army, do you follow an order without question? What if you don't believe in it? And then he tells this Old Man Army that even he can make a mistake because he's so mad about being asked to receive an award.
Oh my god, man. Just take it.
He
Oh my
won't.
god. Ugh,
He shan't.
He shan't.
Exactly. Reg shows up at Thornhill with a dozen red roses. Nana Rose answers the door and says Cheryl's out, and also, Reg is not her type.
What the fuck? Come on, give him a chance, even though you're gay.
Cheryl knows what she wants,
Just a little-
and it's not Reg.
Yeah.
But Reg says he's actually there to talk to Nana Rose. So he's here to skeeve on the old lady to get the Maple Groves.
Gross.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I know, but it's just Reg, you know?
I guess.
Again, that actress isn't that old.
I mean, fair enough.
They old
You
her
know what?
up.
She's also well put together. She really takes pride in her appearance, unlike me.
Oh man.
We have Betty and Alice at FP's house in the kitchen. They are decorating 2 cakes, and Betty says she doesn't know why the twins can't just share a cake. Betty, have you talked to these children ever?
Bae, have you ever had a twin before?
Like, you had a
Or-
sibling,
no.
and you didn't
I was
want to
gonna
share
say.
stuff.
Like, come on.
Ugh.
This is how siblings work.
Yeah.
You don't want to share shit with. You want your own stuff.
Your own stuff. The phone rings, and it is the school calling to say there's been an accident with the twins.
Oh God.
I know.
They vaporized. They're gone.
It's
We don't have to worry about them
nah.
anymore.
No, they're little
damn
sociopaths,
it.
but we'll get to that.
All right,
they're-
man.
Several years younger than
Yep.
they should be.
Over at Pops, Jughead and Tabitha are having a fraught conversation where they're both like, we want to kiss, but we shouldn't kiss, so let's agree to just be friends.
Okay.
So they get that settled, and then Jughead wants Tabitha to babysit him while he takes mushrooms. Because he has writer's block. Of course they are maple mushrooms. Of course they are.
Ah.
And he needs them.
What are they
He
fucking-
says directly he needs them because he has trauma he can't access.
They do a fucking trip in this show.
Oh yeah.
They do. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, he also in this scene tells her that he was high out on or zooted out on mushrooms.
He was
the
zooted.
entire
Yeah, he
time
was
he
zooted
wrote
on
the
maple
last book.
mushrooms. That he has to
Jesus
have
Christ.
brought in from the big city, by the way. I know, spoilers. But, like,
Ah.
there's not... I'm sorry. This town that brought us Jingle Jangle and Fizzle Rocks,
doesn't also
Can't-
grow
Yeah.
maple
Yeah, come
mushrooms
on.
in a town famous for its maple syrup.
Come on.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Tabitha says,
This fucking
shut up and no. I'm not going to hang out with you while you're zooted on shrooms.
Yeah.
I feel like this conversation is where Tabitha downloads Tinder and says, you know what? I've had weird glasses on. This guy is not right
Yeah.
for me. I should move on with my fucking life. And maybe when I download Tinder, set the location to Chicago and get the fuck out of this town.
Yeah, maybe time to sell Pops. Go set up Pops 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Sell Pops, move back to Chicago, meet somebody who is not Forsyth Pendleton III.
Yeah.
We got Archie and Veronica having a chat. She says she's heading to New York. And he says, please don't sleep with Chad. And she says, yeah, okay.
I'll do what I like. Oh, okay.
No,
Alright.
she says,
Don't worry,
I'm not going to.
I'm staying with
I'm
Katie
staying with
Keene.
Katie Keene. I'm not going to sleep with Chad. Anyway, I do owe Chad a visit because we had this fight at Marsh's Vineyard, and I wished he would die. And then that night we were in our helicopter, and Chad was flying, and we crashed. And so I basically almost killed him because I wished he was dead. So I owe him closure.
Now, but hold on. Why was that bad?
It's
all I'm
not.
saying.
This whole thing is very, very dumb.
It's
Mm-hmm.
stupid. And where did Chad learn to fly a helicopter?
Helicopter school. He
I
went
was
there
just
for
gonna
8 years.
say that.
It is not. He didn't spend 7 years in helicopter school. It's not a common skill outside of people in the military. Like,
Yeah, just think about having
Chad
money
was
is
in
you
the military.
Don't have to go to
It's-
helicopter school. You just hire somebody who's gone to helicopter
it's-
school.
It's so upsetting. Like, Harrison Ford flies a helicopter because he's grotesquely rich.
And also is Harrison Ford. You know?
And also,
And
yeah.
he's Harrison Ford.
Like, come on.
But, like, it just... Being able to fly a helicopter is not a very common thing for people whose entire job is not flying a helicopter.
Well, that's why.
Like, if you can fly a helicopter, that's your career.
Well, no, that's why you.
It's not a thing you do on the side. Like, it's so fucking weird that they just decided that he's a helicopter pilot, as well as a terrible, bad Wall Street investor and fraud.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah, he's just bad at everything.
such a ridiculous thing.
Including both flying and crashing helicopters.
Including... Yeah.
Damn. Well, also though, if you're rich enough to afford a helicopter, you're rich enough to be drunk in a helicopter one time and go, "I want to fly it," and then they have to listen to you. So he's probably done that a couple times, and then has that.
Yeah.
That's his amount of experience.
Let me do it.
I can do it. Well, that's not that hard. I'm just watching you do it, so let me do it.
Oh, man, we need to get on Twitter and be like, I bet Elon Musk can't even fly a helicopter while he's drunk.
Oh yes.
And see if we can get him to take that
This
bet.
is how we solve all our problems.
just people need to whisper in his presence, oh, man, that guy can't even fly a helicopter while he's
Yeah,
drunk.
that guy can't even fucking. Well.
Back at FP's house, we learned that the twins pushed a kid named Jerry down the stairs. Jerry broke his shoulder and got a concussion.
Well, Jerry's just a fucking little bitch.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, that's kind of the twins' attitude about it. Yeah, sorry, Jerry's
Like,
shoulders
fucking
aren't
take
strong
it.
enough to bear up.
Yeah, I don't know,
He shouldn't
man.
have gotten pushed then, I guess.
Yeah, should have been such. Should have been like such a.
Should have
Dummy.
stayed the hell away from the two of us if you got weak shoulders. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah. Now everybody else beware. Fucking check your shoulders
The
before you
twins'
come around.
glee about this attempted murder that they've done
Oh come on, it's not attempted murder.
It kind of
is viewed by everybody as
Oh,
proof
okay.
of their serial killer genes. Except they're both
Don't try to
redheads,
make
so they have no
excuses for the
souls.
twins just because you pushed a kid down the stairs one time, Matthew.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Did I?
Did you push a kid down
I
the
don't think I
stairs?
did. Did I?
He was fine.
Wait, what?
Oh my god!
I pushed a kid down the stairs?
It was just a couple stairs.
What the fuck?
I can't tell if this is real or a bit.
I can't either. which is even more. Oh my God! When?
In elementary school.
What? What the fuck? Oh,
I don't
man.
know. He was picking on you, and you
Was
turned
it-
around and pushed him. It just happened to be on the stairs.
Did that kid say that
Elementary
his
school.
mom was actually dead?
No.
Yeah.
That is Jerry.
'Cause
Jerry
that's-
said that
that's the
Polly was
reason
dead,
that-
and so
that they
the
give,
twins
right?
were like, "And so shall you be, Jerry."
Yeah.
And so consigned to the void, we must. You must go.
Yeah. Descend directly
decided.
into hell, Jerry, and see if you see her there for us.
Yeah, they don't.
Jesus.
They don't have serial killer genes. They're just
Yeah,
gingers.
they're just
Wow, Jim.
psychopathic kids. Because it's because Alice is
They
raising
have no
them,
souls.
not because.
Jim, why are you hammering home this fucking souls thing? What the?
It's just no souls.
What the fuck?
Regular stuff. Yeah, Alice also may not have the serial killer gene, but she's killed more people
That's
than
true.
anyone
She
on
really
this show.
is. We don't know that for sure. Reg could be out there killing people all the livelong day.
Just murking dudes.
Yeah.
That's what all the bodies in the swamp are. That's where Reg has been.
Reg
disposing
gets
of people
zooted
for
by
decades.
doing secret
Wow.
murders.
He gets so zooted by murders.
We got a little vignette here at Thornhill where Nana explains to Cheryl she sold Reg the groves so that he would be cursed instead of Cheryl. Cheryl obviously is furious and she rips up the contract.
Good.
Yeah,
Then we got a little thing at Pops where Jughead calls his dealer in New York City to get maple mushrooms even though he lives in Riverdale.
In the place where maple mushrooms are grown.
Yep. A courier's gonna bring him his drugs. Does he have the money for this?
All
Absolutely
right.
not.
Absolutely not. No.
Yeah, why would he?
But it's paying dividends.
At Archie's house where
It's
Jughead
fucking-
and Colonel Jackson live,
Uh-huh.
Archie gets a
Every time it makes me happy.
Archie gets a call from a New York Times reporter.
Our residential naming convention is just...
Well, just listen. Never. This
perfect.
show
So great.
is counting on us forgetting things, and I won't.
Yeah. And thank
shan't
and
forget.
yeah, and thank God for that, honestly.
Anyway, this New York Times reporter thinks that General Taylor sent Archie on a dirty mission that killed almost everybody.
Oh, wait. The New York Times reporter. Did you catch their name? It was Sarah. Last name Bellum.
What? Why are they bringing brains?
Sarah Bellum.
Why are they bringing brains into this? There's no reason.
Because they're so smart.
Like everybody's got brains. Like I don't get it.
This is how we know that the same writer didn't work on the last episode as this one, because her name would have been Bellum
Yeah.
Sarah. They would have just flipped it and been super extra clever. So clever.
So clever.
So Betty is now confiding in Glenn, which is a bad
Learning.
idea. But she's saying, maybe these twins have a serial killer gene. This makes Glenn want to meet them all the more. And the reason is because he's writing a dissertation about the serial killer gene in her family. That is a horrible, stupid title that I didn't bother to write down and I won't remember.
Oh, come on. Oh, man.
There's more talk about serial killer
Guys.
genes. And I just have to remind everyone yet again that this show cannot remember that Charles and Hal are not related. They're not related.
God damn it. He might have loved him like a son.
I can't remember that they're not related.
Oh, wait, no,
and it
not
doesn't
chick.
know if the serial killer gene comes from the father
Yeah,
or the mother.
but if it comes from the father, then it's just a weird coincidence that Hal was like this.
Jesus Christ.
And it can't be nurture from Alice because Alice didn't raise Charles. So Charles is not a fucking data point in this.
Yeah.
But they insist on saying he
They're
is,
just-
but he can't be.
The whole entire serial killer gene thing is so fucking stupid from top to bottom.
God
Nobody
damn
that
it.
has anything to do with it on the show knows anything about how genes
Yeah,
work.
the whole thing about Charles is he's not Hal's child.
It is amazing.
Yeah. Betty doesn't like this, so she tries to quit. Glenn's like, well, come on, baby, aren't we having a good time? So she slaps him
Come
in
on,
his stupid,
babe.
punchable face.
Oh, that's another. Sorry, just a real quick aside. I saw Hot Rod for the first time the other day, and it's a perfect movie.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I don't know.
It's an Andy
anything about this
Samberg
one.
joint. Oh my God, it's so good.
I know of it. I just have not seen it.
Okay, it's like Andy Samberg and his oh my God, he's a stuntman, but he's like 16 years
Oh,
old.
I do know what you're
He's
talking
like-
about. Yes, I do. I love Andy Samberg. I want
Yes.
to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's this scene where I forget what the guy's name is. Oh wait, no, it's Will Arnett. Never mind. Will Arnett's in there, and he's like a douchebag boyfriend, and his girlfriend like breaks up with him to be with Andy Samberg, and there's this scene where she like gets out of the car and gets in another one, and the whole time he's just screaming babe, no way, babe, stop, and she's like already gone, and she just keeps screaming until it cuts him off. It's so funny. I can't get it out of my head.
I enjoy when media commits to a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our middle name here.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Just really committing.
Really committing. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. It's
All
time
right.
for the first of the warehouse refugees. We got Archie at Shankshaw Prison talking to Daddy Uncle Frank.
Daniel Frank. He's not dead, or well, no, he did all he did all the shit. He like turned himself in.
He went to prison for war crimes after dismantling the company that was doing the war
Yeah,
crimes.
and where they
Yeah.
put him in prison is Shankshaw.
right here in Riverdale. Right.
Because why not?
I thought that Shankshaw was a separate prison upstate, and that the prison right here in Riverdale is just Hiram's prison.
I think Hiram's prison is Shankshaw.
I think they're two different prisons.
I think they're the same
What
one.
the fuck?
I don't think they're the same
I think
one.
I think
they're
it's
two
fine that we think different things.
That's also fair.
Wow, I love this.
So Archie went to talk to Daddy Uncle Frank because he thinks he's getting this medal to help cover up crimes. Daddy Uncle Frank says, "Yeah, that's rough,
Yeah,
man. Act with integrity." Ooh, big words, Daddy Uncle Frank.
Archie's pretty sure he might have done a little light war criming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So of
And
course,
so he goes to talk to the only person
Yeah.
he knows that has done a war
Done a war
crime.
the end of this
Jesus.
conversation is absolutely batshit. I love it. Daddy Uncle Frank says there might be a prison riot. He can feel it coming, and Archie's like, "Well, I gotta get to parent-teacher night. Bye."
Wow. Wow, Arch.
Yeah, sucks you're in
It's a
prison, man.
metaphor for
Don't get
I
stabbed.
guess
Bye.
well, you know how to not get stabbed out of anybody I know. So
Yeah.
honestly, you're good to go.
You're fine. You'll be fine. I have to go.
Yeah. Sorry. Oops.
Deuces.
We have Hiram and Reg celebrating Reg's big victory of Maple Groves. I think in this scene, Hiram says something about how they need to wait and see how things go tonight with the fireworks at the prison. Then Cheryl comes in and says, "Ha, idiots. I've had power of attorney over Nana Rose since I was 16, so nothing she signs counts. Later days."
Let's go, mic drop,
Yeah.
baby. That's what I'm talking about.
The drug runner is, of course, Jughead's ex-girlfriend. So she comes in and she's like, "I see that you're taking a delivery of drugs, and I like drugs, so what if we did your drugs together?" It is at this juncture that Tabitha comes in and pretends to be Jughead's girlfriend to get him out of this situation. And Jughead takes this opportunity to be a real grown-up man and say, "Hey, I can't pay for my drugs. Can you give me a week?"
I need money for drugs.
Also,
I need it. I needed my money for drugs.
she wants $500 for his drugs. How much do drugs cost?
But
Is it that
depends
much?
on how much. Depends on how
on
much
the
you get.
drugs.
Plus, she had to drive them. There's a courier
How-
fee.
How could it possibly be $500 for a unit of drugs?
It might not be one unit. Jim.
Yeah,
He
it could
might
be multiple
stocking
That
up.
feels like so much drugs.
I don't know what it takes to grow maple mushrooms.
Yeah, very specific
But
maple syrup.
here's the
with
thing.
palladium in it.
Yeah.
Like when you go down to the weed store to buy some gummies, are they $500?
No, but those are legal. There's
Oh,
not a surcharge
if you
for
buy enough.
the illegalness of it.
Mm.
I mean, the surcharge is the ATM fee before you have to pay by cash because it's still federally a crime.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
God, that's so weird. I'll never get over how weird that is.
It's not weirder than all of the huge numbers of people in jail for marijuana.
That is also true.
Yeah.
In New York, Veronica walks into her apartment and she says to Chad, I don't know
Okay.
what you're playing at, but I made reservations at Fuko Momo.
Huh?
So I don't know if anybody knows that Momofuku is
Real-
a famous restaurant.
It's a real Lurgan
Yeah.
Lohman situation.
What the fuck, gang? How do you run out of ideas so you just swap shit around? Like, I'm sorry, Riverdale writers, you do your best, right? But like, come on.
No, they
They
no,
might.
they don't.
You don't
Do
know
some-
how good
do
their
some
best
writer-
is. It could be this.
Do some. Oh God.
I hope to science that they are not doing their best.
They probably do much better than the network gets the scripts and is like, no to all of your good ideas.
God, that must be really actually infuriating. Actually.
Yeah. Chad's doing the fucking most here, okay? He has Chinese that they can eat by candlelight like when they were poor and happy. And Veronica does take a moment to point out, okay, but let's not forget that you blackmailed me to get me here. And but our boy, our bad Chatty, he just wants to talk about the good times.
Also, when the fuck could Veronica possibly have been poor enough to eat Chinese food?
My best guess is that she was
In that
just
manner.
lying to Chad about how much money she had. Maybe Hiram cut her off and she took a loss on all of her other assorted businesses for reasons we can't understand. Because she's bad at business.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. Back in... Do you want to guess where Jughead goes to take these drugs?
Does he go to the bunker?
Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah!
Wow, you fucking nailed it.
Knocked it out of the fucking park.
And Tabitha's part in this is making a maple mushroom burger so that Jughead gets to eat a hamburger to get high. To get
Also,
zooted. He's getting zooted on a bird.
He's getting zooted on bergs. Also, by the way, a bunker lit by candles, not a good place to do mushrooms.
Yeah, seems bad. He then also says to her, you don't have to stay, you can just come check in periodically. This feels like bad advice.
That's bad advice, dude. She should just stay.
Not
God
good.
damn it.
You should stay, and you should blow all of the candles out also. And
Yeah. And then start banging around on the walls.
yeah, yeah. Start whispering a lot. That's going to make it good.
Yeah.
We're only making bad decisions.
Back in New York, Chad has a picture from his first date with Veronica. Then he plays their wedding song. Then Veronica very romantically asks him if he crashed that helicopter on purpose.
What? 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 That was so casual. What the fuck?
She's been wondering the same thing that I've been wondering, which is, did he crash that helicopter on purpose?
And the answer is yes.
Yeah, the answer is definitely yes, but he says, oh, no.
No, of course not.
He says he just wants her to be happy. He signed the papers before she got here because that would make her happy. And he just wants one last night. So, of course, Veronica's now going to sleep with her bad Chatty.
God damn it.
Now, when he said that he already signed the papers before she got here, that was my signal that he was going to attempt horrific violence before this episode was over.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was my note. Like, oh, he's going to try and kill her before she goes back to
Yeah.
Riverdale. Because that is the behavior that he's exhibiting.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Okay. Hiram has a physical countdown clock.
Wow.
And he is sitting next to it,
It is
drinking rum, probably. Straight room temperature rum.
Yep. How it's supposed to be drank.
Yep. How it's best enjoyed.
Yeah.
Hot rum. The countdown clock hits 0, and then there is a prison break where a perfectly door-shaped hole is blown out of the cinder wall
Oh, come on, Riverdale.
in the prison.
God
And-
damn it.
And who comes out of the rubble? Why, Bam, 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 bam. Penelope Blossom.
Oh, shit. That's fucked.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, this show is getting
Penelope.
buck wild.
This shit's getting fucking crazy.
In the background of the shot, you can also see both Charles and Chick.
Wait, really?
Chicken Charles.
Oh my god. Chicken Charles. Every night at 8.
Up next, we had a little moment where Reg sets Maple Grove on fire.
Wow, fuck. That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What's going on at the school? Do you wonder?
I don't.
Well, tough shit.
All right. Fucking fair enough.
It's Archie and Kevin giving a tour to parents. And then the lights goes out. And Archie says, well, it's probably a circuit breaker. I'll be right back. There's a little moment where Kevin
I don't remember seeing any parents in this
Kevin...
scene. I do remember them saying that it's parent-teacher night,
there's
but
parents
I don't
in there.
see any parents.
There's other...
There's parents?
There's other
Okay.
adults.
I guess because all the kids are 27, it was hard for my brain to differentiate.
Hard for you to tell. Yeah, there's other adults in there. They're the parents.
I just saw a room full of a dozen adults.
Anyway, Kevin looks around the room and just... It's probably my favorite thing that Kevin's ever said, honestly. He goes,
Wow.
He was in the army. He's got it.
Excuse me?
Like, Kevin, I can go flip a circuit breaker. It's not hard.
It's not hard.
You don't have to have been in the army to fix a circuit breaker, Kevin.
Yeah, dude. Kev, you gotta... Wow.
Yeah. Kev, when Matt's mom and I were kids, we lived in houses that didn't even have circuit breakers. They had fucking fuses. We had to, in the dark, find a fuse that matched that socket and screw it in. Like, we couldn't just flip a fucking switch.
Damn.
Kids these days got it easy.
Yeah.
Back at FP's house, the twins are sitting on the couch wearing party hats.
We had fuses made of palladium. They weren't made of palladium.
Right, the twins are wearing party hats. The bell rings. And Betty's like, did you invite anybody over? The Juniper goes to answer the door, and here comes Charles with Chick right behind him.
Oh! Ah!
And here's where
Whoa!
here's where we enter the alternate reality. Because
shit.
Alice is just chill with it. And Betty's like, hey,
Why?
what's been going on? While she's in the kitchen with Alice, and Charles and Chick sit at a little table with Juniper
Why
and
are they
Dagwood.
letting them sit down in their house?
And then Charles and Chick each put a handgun on the table.
Oh my fucking god. I
Oh,
just
remember, Betty also keeps hers just in a drawer.
Yeah. And then
Not in
No,
any
no,
sort of
no, no.
lockbox.
Never.
Alice says she's fine with it. She's been visiting them in prison. Well, I don't know. I feel like you can maybe still enact a no guns on the table in front of the children rule.
Yeah, I would also say that.
But I see why you'd be reluctant to do so because of the guns.
Right. You've crossed that bridge already.
Yeah.
There are now guns on the table.
It's too late.
Can't have the rule now.
God.
Yeah, you should have said so right when they walked in. Hey, this is a shoes off, guns in your pockets household. You gotta
No
say so
shoes.
immediately.
No shoes in the house, no shirts in the house, no guns in the house.
Yeah. So Betty then asks
Yeah, that all checks out.
Charles directly why he's there. Charles and Chick want to get married with their family around. Betty's like, well, that's cool,
Wow.
but small problem here. Small hiccup in your
What?
plan.
Small
That
small
I can
oopsie.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here on Riverdale, they support gay rights and gay
yeah,
wrongs.
very much. That is the subtext of the show.
Wow. Good one.
So, yeah, Betty points out, well, there's not anybody here who can do that. At this juncture, we learn that Alice was ordained as a minister online because she was going to marry them in the prison.
What the shit balls?
Totally
What
legal
the
and
fuck
totally
nuggets? I just what? Oh my
So-
god!
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, nothing that's
So,
happening here.
so
makes
Alice
any
is
sense
just
in
fine
any
with
reality.
this? All of it?
Seems like.
All of it she's fine with, though.
Yep.
God damn it, man.
Yeah, she seems pretty chill with it.
Ugh.
Archie's there in the school in the dark. He's flipping little switches. And then prisoners start to rush him, obviously. But what they don't know
shit.
is this guy once fought a bear, you know?
Yeah, he fought a bear one time.
So,
And at least survived, if not won.
Yeah.
Damn.
so he obviously wins a couple fights, and the loot that he gets, what he's able to pick up from their bodies is and crowbar. He goes up
Alright.
into the hallway, and the parents are starting to be mugged. So
Okay.
he throws a crowbar as a distraction and then punches a guy. What I wrote down here is while parents are being mugged, he is punch with a capital P. I can't remember the scene really, but that sounds right.
That sounds right.
Archie's job
It's
is
just punch.
punch.
It's not box.
That's very-
It's not
Jim,
firefight. It's just
The
punch.
literal next line in my notes is his job is simply punch.
It's just punch.
Uh,
I love you guys.
Love you too, bud.
our boy Kevin tries to punch, but Kevin's job is not punch. It does not go well.
The frequency that we land on the exact
The very same joke. Yeah.
is,
Pretty
man,
good. It's pretty good.
it makes me happy.
Jesus Christ.
Thankfully, Archie comes in and saves the day because Kevin cannot punch. At this juncture, Kevin gets a text from his father saying, "Hey, there's been a prison break." Yeah, man.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, we noticed.
God.
Archie's ready to get the parents out of the school, but Old Man Army says they should stay put and do a barricade.
Okay.
And so Archie says fine, and then he puts Kevin in charge. Kevin just 90 seconds ago proved that he can't do shit. But okay.
Yeah, all right, man.
Back at FP's house, Alice
Yeah,
is
right.
officiating a wedding.
Cool. Alice has
FP's
gone
house where
insane.
Chuck and Chip
That's
get married.
awesome. Alice has lost
Back at
her
FP's
fucking
house.
mind.
FP's house, noted incarcerated gays wedding venue.
You gotta
So
put
Alice's
Ellie
house, where
Yeah.
Chick and Chuck get married.
Yep. The door rings again.
God damn
Juniper,
it.
who just can't fucking sit still, goes and answers it.
Juniper, we gotta tie you dead to that fucking chair. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you are losing door answering privileges, girl.
Yeah, you are. Oh my god.
I think it is my theory that Juniper gets to do things because the show does not want us to remember that the boy's name is Dagwood.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
That the
that makes
boy's
sense.
name is after a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, yep. Do you want to guess who's at the door?
Is it Penelope?
No, it's Glenn.
Ah, it's Glenn.
It's Glenn, and he's got flowers and a gift.
Fuck.
Glenn, who does not know there was a
Yeah.
prison break.
Yeah, Glenn apparently left the FBI's scanner at home.
God damn it, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just not... He's not up to speed on any of the goings
He doesn't
on.
know.
Hey, gang.
His keen FBI power deduction didn't notice any of the dudes in orange jumpsuits running around town wreaking havoc. He's like, nah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if y'all know this, but I hate this show with a burning passion. Did you know? I didn't know if you knew.
I'm aware.
They're just... They're decent at entertainment. They're really bad at making any sort of
Damn it,
sense.
dude. It's just so bad.
You'll be shocked to hear that Charles and Glenn went to the academy together.
Ah. Shit. So it's an inside job too? Oh fuck, dude. That's not good.
They don't tell us that Charles and Glenn were also lovers, but
Yeah.
it's implied.
So Charles obviously immediately pulls a gun on Glenn.
Okay. All right.
And Betty's like, well, since you're holding this guy at gunpoint, I can tell you he's writing a book about us.
What the fuck?
She explains the book's
Yep.
about the Coopers, and Chick says, "What the hell don't I count?"
Ha! All right, chick. That was a good one.
Charles, who I think will be a good husband, says, "Of course you do, babe."
All right. Jesus Christ.
Who I think will be a good husband.
He's a bad man, but I think he'll be a good
I
husband.
mean, yeah, there's a difference.
Oh man.
Charles then says it's time to all play a game. But
What
we
is
don't
this,
have time for
Saw?
that right now.
Okay, great. Cool. We'll just leave that. Sure.
Yep, we'll come back to it.
Cool.
So you've got the grid, right, with like
Jim,
bad
if you could see
and
the amount of
husband
Punnett
and-
squares I have in my home right now.
Yeah, so you've got good man and good husband, and that's Fred. You've got bad man and bad husband, and that's Hiram.
And Hal.
Right?
And Hal.
also fits in that square. You got FP is a bad man but good husband.
Yeah. On the second try.
Who's the good man, bad husband? Who's the good man, bad husband on the show?
Good man, bad husband. Ooh,
We
I
haven't
don't
found
know.
that yet.
Yeah, we haven't found that particular.
Is it former Keller?
Oh, it might be.
Oh, maybe.
Is he a good man but
Yeah.
a bad husband? Because he's not with the former mayor anymore, right? She's
We don't
Yeah.
know. We don't know that they're not married. We just don't see her.
Because she's made a good life
Yeah.
decision. And decided that no amount of money is worth being on this
Yeah,
show anymore.
you can't make me stay here. Back at the high school, Archie and Old Man Army are doing barricades, which means that Archie's doing barricades and Old Man Army is holding a gun.
Heyo.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
supervising.
Archie says,
Duh.
"Look,
He is a rear echelon
this
motherfucker.
is a high school full of civilians. Put your stupid gun away, you dingbat."
Yes.
Then there's a rattling on the old barricade, and it's Daddy Uncle Frank.
Hey! And he's like, I
His-
fucking told you, didn't I?
Yeah, he's come to deliver the following exposition. The inmates are being paid to trash the town. Oh, curse you, Hiram Lodge.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
the
well,
whole
then
thing.
there's inmates at the barricade, and Archie has a plan to get people out through a tunnel behind a boiler. What?
Huh?
Why is this town riddled with tunnels?
What the fuck? How is this town standing on all of these tunnels?
So many tunnels.
It should have collapsed into a large sinkhole years and years ago.
Like, what the fuck?
The last time Archie was in a tunnel, he got fucking sepsis.
Yeah.
He did, and that was a valid sepsis. I found
A
that
valid
to be
sepsis.
believable.
Now
Is a great.
now this fucker wants to go back
Yeah.
into a tunnel?
Yep.
You'd think he'd learned his tunnel lesson. You got sepsis, buddy. Don't go in there.
It's time to play Pincushion Man.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, Pincushion Man is also, it could just be called Knives for Glenn.
Ooh, waiting.
for Glenn is a pretty good episode.
Yep, that's
title.
what this episode title is going to be. Knives for Glenn. Knives for Glenn.
Why Knives for Glenn just made me
Knives
so
for
happy.
Glenn.
Because Glenn is the Pincushion Man, and the youngest should
Oh,
put
fuck.
a pin in him. The pin is obviously a stabbing knife. So Charles is going to have Juniper give Glenn a knife. Betty
What the
intervenes
fuck?
and says that like Juniper should stay innocent, and she should stab Glenn so they can.
Juniper just threw a kid
Yeah.
down the stairs.
She's
Yeah.
not sorry, and she's, I think, probably pretty excited to do a little stabbing.
yeah, they hand her the knife,
Yeah.
right? And she's like,
Yeah, she's like, okay,
She like
seems
starts.
fun.
and Betty's
She
like,
like-
how about no?
She like
Uh,
starts stabbing the air with the knife.
Yeah, she's like, get hype, bam, 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 bam.
You know?
So Charles is like, yeah, Betty, if you stab Glenn, then we can finish the wedding. So Betty bends down to Glenn and she's like, I'm sorry, and trust me. And then she stabs him, and then she turns and just ninja star throws that knife right into Chick.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I've been
And
missing.
then Alice shoots Charles.
What the fuck?
Well,
What
they
is
go down in
happening?
a heap and struggle for the gun, and it goes off, and it hits.
What
Charles.
is happening? God, duh.
This section of the plot is just don't have it. Just don't have it.
Like, I don't
When-
think I
when
understand
I'm-
what happened, and I don't think I will
When
understand
I
even
marked
when
this down, I was
watch.
like,
You know?
No, I watched it and I don't
"This is at
understand.
least the third person that Alice has shot, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Well,
guess.
okay, she didn't shoot the first person. She killed him with a lamp.
Oh,
She
right.
yeah, she
lamped
bonked
that
him.
guy, but she definitely shot
Edgar?
Chad Michael Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah, Edgar Evernever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Chad Michael Murray still friends with
And so
One
now
Tree
she's
Hill?
shot her own half son. I guess he's her
He's
full
her full
son,
son.
but
Yeah, he is related to her. He's not related to Hal.
yeah,
I'm gonna be explaining
he's
this
only
on my
Betty's half
deathbed.
brother.
This is my not everything can be Benifer. Okay? This is my
His his dad is FP,
Yeah.
right?
His dad's FP and not Hal.
So, so he's both Jughead and Betty's half brother.
Yes. We've gone over this.
we've talked about this a lot because I won't shut up about it. For no other reason.
So maybe he got his serial killer gene from FP and not from Hal.
No.
Maybe Jughead also has the serial killer gene.
He's just so bad at it because he's just incompetent at everything. And that's why he's not a serial
He's
killer.
terrible
Yeah.
at everything. He just hasn't managed to figure out how to kill anybody yet.
So Alice shoots Charles, and Betty's response is, "Oh god damn it, I got to get Glenn to the hospital." She doesn't give
Shucks.
a single solitary shit about Charles, which I think is perfect.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, that's good.
Back at the bunker, there are no escaped prisoners, so that's great. There is, unfortunately, a Jughead who took his shirt off.
Oh. Nobody wants to see that dude.
He wants to dance. Tabitha isn't feeling it. He says, and this is very rude, "Don't be such a Betty. You find the fun and just kill it." Wow, dude.
Wow, bro. Really, really great that you aired your grievances 7 years after you broke up.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's rough.
Tabitha's like, well,
Oh, but something even worse
man.
is about
Yeah.
to happen.
Tabitha says, it's like, okay, so you suck to be around right now. And she just handcuffs him to the desk.
Fuck yeah,
So
dude.
he has to write. And she's like, I'm actually not coming back again tonight. You suck right now. So
Yes.
I'll be back in the morning. Goodbye.
Yeah, baby. That's right. Leave the fucking shroomed out dude.
He
in the
is
dark
zooted,
bunker.
Matthew.
He's zooted out.
He zooted right out of his shirt.
He did zoot right out of his shirt. So now Jughead has zooted brain.
Is that what a zoot suit is? Is it being naked?
No,
Could
that's
be.
a birthday suit, Jim.
I mean, there is a real thing that is a zoot suit.
Maybe it's both.
It's a for real tailoring item, but could be. You just zooted out of your
okay.
suit.
Does it have a zipper that goes from like your neck right to your crotch? Does it just
And then
zip
Got,
right off?
and then
a
all the way-
lot of snaps, quick release snaps.
Oh, wait, just out of your shirt. I was going to say, like, it probably also goes all the way down your leg. Just right out.
Zip your whole.
Yeah,
zip it right in half.
Good to
Slides
go.
right off
Yeah.
your body.
Okay, now Jughead has zooted brain. It's
Ah,
like
shit.
haunted brain, but it's from mushrooms.
Oh, yeah. Zooted brain, sure.
It's the worst.
So first he sees his ex-girlfriend Jess, who's like, "Yeah, I want to bone you and do drugs."
Yeah.
And then he sees Betty who can pick locks, and then he and Betty kiss, and then he sees rats and truck headlights and six maple baby Mothman bones, etc.
Wow.
Yeah,
The worst part of this is that they made Betty kiss.
yeah. I felt bad. I felt bad watching it.
Like, nobody wants that. Maybe Jughead wants it. The actor, not
yeah.
the character.
At Thornhill,
But she definitely is not into
No.
it.
Minerva and Cheryl are dancing together because they are together and they are happy. So naturally, Penelope comes in to
Uh-huh.
say, let's not forget that she always calls Cheryl Nightmare Child. What a term of endearment.
Yeah, what a great time.
Yeah. Nightmare Child, I have escaped that horrible prison. And also, FYI, the woods are on fire and maybe this house will burn down for a second time.
Wow.
The way that
Sick.
she speaks is actually fantastic.
It's amazing. It puts Cheryl into context.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is no possible way that anyone should be able to memorize these lines, and yet she has.
Yeah.
Yet she has.
It is.
Uh,
It is amazing. Terrific actress.
so Nana Rose now pipes up to say, "You know, I won't shut up about this curse. Have I ever mentioned that I know how to break it?"
What the fuck, Nana? You're just now okay. Jesus fucking Christ!
It's just that. It's just that to break it, they have to kill. They have to murder Minerva.
Oh my God! All right,
So Minerva shut up and knows right out of this show.
right out of the gate. Yeah,
Yeah.
or right out.
Yeah,
Of
she fucking bails.
later. Goodbye.
Penelope says
Later
they don't
days.
have time to chase Minerva because they have to go pray that wind will divert the fire. And I just want to say,
don't
if
call
you're praying for, if you're praying for weather to deal with fire, maybe wind is a second tier solution.
Jesus.
I would say third.
Yeah, you want to go with like a good rain, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then failing that, maybe some snow.
Yeah,
Still
something wet.
Yeah.
Something you want something wet, you know? But instead,
You don't want to just like tornado that.
Yeah,
fire
instead
up
they're like,
and just make things
burn something else. Just not me.
Yeah.
So that's what they do. The next,
Yeah, they give the fire thoughts
Yeah.
and prayers.
they say
What the
not in my
fuck?
backyard, but
They
definitely
say-
somebody else's.
Fire, fire, go away.
Come again some other
Come
day.
again another day.
Oh boy, aren't you shocked to hear that Chad lied to Veronica?
What?
What?
I know.
No fucking way,
Oh.
dude. No
Oh,
way.
buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Chad
No.
lied to Veronica, and he didn't sign the divorce papers, and also he did fraud in her name. So
Oh.
they can't get divorced because of fraud reasons.
Oh,
I'll be
boy.
honest, there's more details about it, but I stopped paying attention because ugh.
Yeah.
He invented a Ponzi scheme that no one's ever thought of before.
Yeah, he's
and
doing your
used
basic fraud.
Veronica's business as the front for that fraud,
Well, Veronica's business.
so that she couldn't ever leave him.
So
Jesus.
if she leaves before he makes his money back, she's saddled with that debt and also looks like the person who did the fraud.
Wow.
Yeah.
And as long as they're married, the Fifth Amendment covers both of them, right?
I think so.
You can't be made to testify against
Yeah.
your.
Well,
Your
Jim, all
married
I have to
partner.
say to that is I plead the fifth. So.
Archie says to Old Man Army, "I shan't take your medal. It's a filthy cover up."
I shan't.
I shan't.
I shan't.
And
take-
Old Man Army says to Archie, "Well, you can be a scapegoat or a hero." And Archie says, "I only know what one of those words means."
I
So-
actually like a goat. So there.
I fought a bear, not
Yeah.
a goat. Don't know
What's
what the
a
fucking
goat
scapegoat
Get
is.
wrecked, Old Man Army.
Jesus Christ.
Down in the bunker, did you know the bunker has a
Your
lava
gape
lamp?
stoats and get out of here.
I do now.
Yeah, the bunker has a lava lamp now.
All right.
But that could be Zooted Brain. I'm unclear.
I think this whole scene is still Zoot
Yeah,
Brain.
I think so. Maybe Jughead's Zoot Brain has given him a lava lamp, which I find to be incredibly endearing. If your big hallucination
Yeah.
is
Gives
like,
you a
I
lava
didn't have a
lamp?
bedroom as a kid, and I always wanted a lava lamp, and now I have one.
Yeah. That's pretty.
That's really something.
That's really something.
You know? That's anyway, he goes over to the desk. There's a stack of pages. There's a title sheet that says the transubstantiation, and then bright light, the sexy Mothman light from their exotic space cars shines down the bunker hole.
Oh shit.
If you're playing along at home, transubstantiation is when the priest turns the wine into literally Jesus's blood.
It's when aliens turn your trauma into being abducted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
You know.
You get it.
And also the communion wafer into literally Jesus's meat.
And that's why the Protestants and the Catholics want to kill each other. Sorry, Ireland.
Yeah, Catholics are
Damn,
fucked
dude.
up, man. Absolute craziness.
Across town, where at Archie's house, where Daddy Uncle Frank lives now, it's
Sure.
discussed that
Sure. Uh-huh.
Daddy Uncle Frank is just here chilling. If you broke out of jail, you don't have to go back. That's
basically
the
what he
rules.
says. Like, maybe Mary can make it so I stay out of prison.
Yeah.
I mean, she couldn't make it so you didn't go to prison. And I don't think participating in a jailbreak helps her case. But okay.
Yeah. If you leave, you don't have to go back.
That's how it works.
It's like finders keepers.
Yeah. If your
Right?
professor's
Like,
10 minutes
same.
late, class is canceled.
Class is canceled. Also, if the school burns down,
Yeah, if
everybody
you're-
gets a bachelor's degree.
If your roommate dies,
You
you
get
get
an
an A. Like this
Yeah.
is regular stuff.
At this point, Archie gets a call from Veronica, who says she has to stay in New York to do business things. Archie,
She's talking about bad chatting.
yeah, Archie
Whoa.
understands immediately what that means, and he's like, please don't.
Archie knows that means bad chatting
Yeah.
dick.
But she says, I must. Reg has to report to Hiram that the house didn't burn down, but the trees did. And Hiram reports to Reg that the prisoners trashed the school, so hooray for them both. They have done their evil deeds and triumphed.
Mmm.
Palladium,
Palladium all the way down.
We have three little moments here, and then we're done. And then we have
All
done
right.
it.
I'm really interested to know what this writer thinks a palladium mine looks like, because I'm confident that you would be able to see it if it was happening by the jail. Like, pretty much every kind of mining is you cut an entire mountain down with machines. It is not a subtle thing. Like, you just fucking destroy the entire countryside. Like, nobody mines in a hole with a pickaxe. Like, that's not
What do you
how
mean,
mining
dude?
works.
The Seven Dwarves did it, so that's how it works.
You use gigantic diesel machines and destroy whole mountains.
No.
Like,
No, you do it
Yeah.
with pickaxes and you sing the entire time, Jim. That's how you mine shit.
you're correct.
All right, are you ready?
Yes. Let's do it.
At FP's house, where Chick got stabbed to death, it's discussed that Glenn had a flesh wound.
God damn it.
Charles,
Yeah, but he stabbed him in a non-lethal
yeah,
place.
that was her
because
plan.
There's so many
because of her
those.
FBI training.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many places where you can get stabbed with a giant kitchen knife, and
Yeah.
just
Depends
be
on how.
okay.
Maybe it was just the tip, you know. Charles is in the ICU at Shankshaw, and it seems like he will live. And also, Betty, the FBI has said to Betty, "Girl, you must stop."
Girl, what are you doing?
And Betty says, privately, to herself, she says, "I won't stop."
I shan't.
The next scene is then Betty in a big rig pulling away from Pops.
What?
So that's how much she's not
With a
stopping.
gun.
Wow. All right. Jesus Christ.
And then the final scene is Tabitha goes back to the bunker. There's no Jughead. There's blood on the handcuffs. There's blood on the pages. The end.
The handcuffs are still locked.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But there is no hand. So,
Yeah, so maybe he chewed
Wow.
his thumb off.
All right. Well,
It's probably not blood. It's the same ketchup juice that someone spread on the phone booth to make it look
it's
like Polly died.
Mothman juice.
It's
It's
Mothman's
Mothman's.
lube.
yes.
They squirt lube on you to slide you out
Yeah.
of the phone booth or out of the handcuffs.
It's to get you into the spaceship.
They gotta, they
Yeah,
really
they're-
gotta lube you up.
Mothmans are real spindly.
Notoriously dry.
Yeah, notoriously dry. Well,
Well, it's because of
God.
their wings. If you get them wet, they don't work anymore.
it's true. But if they're lubed up, they're fine. Anyway, thank you very much for listening this week, everybody. A lot of shit happened this week. Alice is totally fine with marrying two criminals in her own home. Archie refuses a medal, and becomes a scapegoat. Jughead has zooted Bran. And then Reg burns down he starts a fucking forest fire, and Penelope's back. Jesus fucking Christ. So,
hey, at least we knew that the maple trees were super dry because they didn't have any sap in them because of the curse.
Yeah.
So those things are gonna burn like crazy.
So, yeah, that's all. That's it. That's all that happened for sure. Go follow us on the internet, on Twitter or Blue Sky at Riverdale Runs, or on Instagram.
Just email us. We're so bad at posting on the internet.
We are really
honestly.
bad. Just email us.
Everything that happened in FP's house where Chuck got shot
it just doesn't
so
make
weird
any
in this
sense
episode.
at all.
There was
Anyway.
they could have written so many other stupid things and not this.
God. There's our email.
They could have just forgotten that they ever mentioned serial killer
could've.
genes. And we could have
But
moved
what
on with our
fun would that
lives
be?
and been only as miserable as we normally are instead of extra serial killer
Good
gene
God.
miserable.
So, anyway, arrtipod@gmail.com. It's ARRTIPOD@gmail.com. It's our initials. It's our email. Go email us. We love it when that happens.
I'm sorry, Artie was my dad. My name's Arthur.
Right.
Archibald.
Archibald. Oh, Archibald. So, yeah. There's that. There's also Smooth Passenger by White Bones, which is our song that you hear at the beginning and at the after of the show. You should go check it out if you want to. And then that's, I think, it. So have a great week. Find joy where you can, because I can't find any joy in this fucking show. I'm so mad.
This show, you know what the problem with this episode was?
God.
Was an intense lack of Mothmans.
You know what?
There
All
was
we
one
needed
Mothman.
was just a couple
Kinda.
more Mothmans.
There was a shot.
There was,
of
there was
somebody
one
in the
Maple
Mothman suit.
Baby Mothman bones, but there was not like. That's not enough. That's not enough to carry an episode.
Just I can't with this. So find joy where you can. Maybe try and do a prison break. See how it goes. Tell us about it. Email us. Yeah. See how your prison break goes. And
and if you get a second season,
break back in. Maybe tattoo the whole plan on your torso.
Yeah, so we have to stop talking about the show Prison Break because I've watched too much of it.
Listen, all I'm saying
is
they had something going.
Jim, I watched so many seasons.
Okay, they had something going. And lastly,
is there even a prison?
Be kind.
In the last
Probably
season?
not.
Yeah, he has to break into one.
Gross.
I thought he broke.
Be
Back
kind
into
and
the
don't fuck by a fucking zooted out Jughead. Goodbye.
Oh, is it? They break.
Goodbye,
out
Jim.
break
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.